Good evening, everyone. Bill Weber, 16 Roseville Road, Montebello. 2 years ago, I think next week, Mr. Speck and Mr. Winman, you guys released your campaign platform. And it was an impressive platform, and it was detailed, and we may not have agreed on a lot of things, but we had common ground in both of our platforms. We talked about a moratorium, and we talked about redoing the entire comprehensive plan. Now, I don't know what happened from August until now, but I assume the election got in the middle of it, and you decided to change your strategy. Last year, I was at the stadium, and I remember asking, why are you doing the scoping? Why are you doing it in pieces? Because the Ramapo can't be just carved out into pieces. It's not just a puzzle where you're putting pieces together and oops, the missing piece in the middle doesn't matter. You know, everything is intertwined and interlocked. So whatever you do in northeastern Ramapo affects what you're doing in Spring Valley, because 45 goes up and down. It affects Wesley Hills, it affects New Hampstead, it affects everything. It affects other towns, it affects the county as a whole, and it affects the other counties. So doing this thing in piecemeal, I think, is just the wrong way to do it, and I think you agreed with that back in 2017, because I know you did, because you spent time on that platform. But I'm disappointed that you didn't do it that way, but in any event, we're here, and we have to at least deal with what we have in front of us now. So I have certain questions that I'd like to just put on the record, and I'll also email them in, because I think there are things that need to be considered in this process. The first thing is how will the changes affect the water and sewer capacities in the 12 villages, as well as Hillcrest, Muncie, Incorporated, and Ramapo? Has there been studies done? How will the changes affect the aquifer? How will the changes affect the endangered species in the low-density areas of Ramapo within a mile of Harriman State Park, including the Torn Valley property, Patrick Farm, Nisciano Golf Course, and other susceptible areas within Ramapo? The development of a comprehensive environmental study should encourage residents to submit any testimony and evidence regarding endangered species in areas that are conducive to hosting endangered species. 4, how will the changes affect the traffic patterns on Route 59, Route 306, Route 45, Route 202, the Palisades Parkway, the New York State Thruway, and all the other major roadways within Ramapo? Has there been traffic studies done? Has there been traffic studies done taking into consideration all of those areas? Before approving the scoping document, I would ask you to please describe the current status of the studies that the town has done in the last 5 years. How will any changes affect the public and private schools in the area, East Ramapo, Suffolk Central, and any private parochial schools? Has there been studies related to the impact on the scenic roads in Montebello, New Hampstead, Pomona, Wesley Hills? How will the changes, I'll be done in 1 second. How will any changes impact the fire departments, the police departments, the EMS departments in the 12 villages, as well as Hillcrest, Muncie, and Incorporated, Ramapo? And finally, how will any changes impact the 5 towns within Ramapo, within Rockland, and Rockland as a whole? So those are some of the areas of interest that I'd like you to at least address. And again, it goes back to what I think the attorney from Nelson Pope said. He's been involved. Village of Montebello, within the last couple of years, has updated their entire comprehensive plan. Village of Airmont has done it. I think New Hampstead may be doing it. Clarkstown's done it recently.
Excuse me, sir. You're way over.
Okay. And Mr. Speck, I believe you were here in 2004 when the other comprehensive plan was done. So maybe you can explain to the audience why you wouldn't want to do the comprehensive plan sooner than it was done.
Sir, that's not the purpose of this.
Thank you.